Hello, in this video for Medlium, we'll be looking at the Appointments tab and how to create new appointments to see patients. Um, the first thing that you do is make sure if you have multiple organizations that you belong to, that you are in the organization that you want to make an appointment for or under, and you just do that by clicking on this this tab that says your organization with uh, the 9 squares on the side, and you just press the organization. And once you've done that, we'll use medical offices for humanity, and you go back to the appointments tab, and here you have on the left different locations that you can select to make the appointment for, and then based on the location that you select, it has different times and different days that that location is available, and also it has different providers. You can also select all providers. So for this example, it's just one provider, and we'll go over to the settings for this provider to show you how to change the hours for each of those locations and for the the provider's own hours. Now, schedule appointments in here is using hours that are set to same as organization. However, you can also have custom hours. So if we click on custom and we look at this, it says Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. through 1:20 p.m. Now we go back to appointments, and any location that that provider wants to schedule for now, it's just saying his custom hours are 9 a.m. through 1 p.m. and so those are the times that you can schedule them. And so it ignores the hours for the locations. Now if we go back to settings and we click on same as organization, it's going to use the organization's different hours for each of their different locations. So if we click on the organization over here on the left under Medical Offices for Humanity, we click on organization, and we have several different locations here, and we can also add a location. So we have the main office, and their hours are 9 a.m. through 6 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. through 9 p.m. Also, you can add hours. And we have the weekend office, 8:30 a.m. through 5:30 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Location C, you can add hours to this, and it's also Monday through Friday, 6:35 p.m. through 9 p.m. So each of these different locations has different hours and different days, and they can have many different sets of hours. So we'll just go ahead and add some hours onto the main office just so you can see how to do that. It's the start time, we'll have that be midnight, and we'll have the ending hour be 2 a.m. So they also have hours in the middle of the night from midnight to 2 a.m. And those hours are now showing up on the main office. Another option that you have down here is you can remove the location. If you tap on that button, it removes it. So let's look at that for location C. We'll just remove that location. It asks you if you're sure. You press yes, and that location is gone. Now you can also add a location. We'll create a location called location C. down to hours, add some hours. For this location, we want them to be open from 12:30 to 5:30 p.m. and only on Tuesdays through Wednesdays. So only on Tuesday and Wednesday. We hit save, and 12:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Tuesday through Wednesday. And save, and that new location with the new hours will be saved. Now, all this brings us back to profile, where we remember we have it set the same as organization. Now if we go over to appointments, see before when it was just the provider's hours, it didn't have all these hours because they were using special hours, but now we go through the different locations, it has the hours for each location. So on Tuesday, it's showing Tuesday and Wednesday, it's showing the hours for location C that we just created. And if we look at the weekend office, it's showing hours on Saturday and Sunday. If you look at the main office, it's showing all these hours on Monday through Friday. If you click on all locations, it just includes all of those hours. And we'll also have all providers selected there as well. Now, if you press on one of these hours, we bring up a new menu called New Encounter, and we select the patient here. Go ahead and select Hope Brent, and you can type in a chief complaint for the patient. Stomach hurts, and here you have some different kinds of appointments to make for the patient. These can actually be changed. We'll show you where you do that. Cancel out of that very fast and go to settings, go to lists and favorites, and then go to appointment types. Here there's a list of different appointment types that have been created. So each of these can be used for the appointments, and they can be added. So this is just a list of different ones that we've added over time to this account. And that's where you add new appointment types. We'll go back to the appointment at hand, and select Hope Brent again. Stomach hurts, and we'll say this is a wellness exam. Here you can change the amount of time that the appointment takes, that you expect the appointment to take, and it's showing that for location C, the provider is unavailable there because this is on a Thursday, and that location is only available Tuesday and Wednesday. And the weekend office is also not available because that location is only open on Saturday and Sunday. So we'll go ahead and click main office. And so we have wellness exam with scheduled appointments in at main office, and just click on next. And here we have some options for patient reminders. It can email 5 days before, 1 day before, an hour before. You can check or uncheck these depending on whether you want to send those reminders out. And we'll save that. I went ahead and unchecked them just for the example. And now you have an appointment here at 9 a.m. on Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9:35, because we thought it would take 35 minutes. Now you notice that you can no longer schedule appointments at 9 a.m. on that day because there's already an appointment there. And if we click on that appointment, it brings us to the patient profile, where it's showing that we just scheduled an appointment just now for November 19th from 9 a.m. through 9:35 a.m. And another way that you can schedule appointments here on the patient profile is you can press the appointments button, the plus button next to the appointments there, and then you go through the same, it's basically the same menu, and we'll say cough and patient consult, and this appointment will take place on, see, it's not showing the Saturday or Sunday because I have it set to the main office. Now if we select weekend office, it'll have the Saturday and Sunday hours as well. So we'll look at main office again and see 12:30 a.m. Patient consult with schedule appointments in at main office Wednesday, November 18th, and we hit next, and it has the same reminder options. Go ahead and uncheck those just for the example and save. And now it's showing the appointment we just created on the posts on the right hand side of the patient profile, the same posts that show up whenever you do anything on a patient profile. And if you go back to appointments, remember it showed the appointment that we made on the appointments page after we made it, but it's also showing the one that we created on the patient profile. So it's all unified, it's all sharing the same information. And that is how you create appointments and add them to patient profiles and change appointment hours.